Hey everybody, this is Cyberrock Omega, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. As the Socialist Republic of Germany, we have already defeated Italy and their little guys in Europe. Now we're just taking on Japan, because they joined that faction. Oh boy! Okay, let's unmute the thing. Okay.
Last time I played the game, I started sending everybody to Gungzawan.
Alright, ready to unpause?
Yeah, I'm totally ready. I don't even know what's going to happen, but...
Yeah, because you can use Macau and Timor.
So is there a game that increases the technology range of this? I'm sorry, game. Mod that increases the technology range into like 1960s, 70s technology?
Yeah, there's one really popular one called Road to 56, where it's it continues the game into 1956.
I feel like it'd be fun to do a game like that starting in 1930 and then just going without like a particular like end goal for us except for to survive.
Yeah. Chris.
Cool.
So at the very southwestern tip of your kind of push into North Korea, maybe like send one of your dudes to try and encircle the guys in the east. Like
He's already trying.
Really?
Oh, I see what you mean. That hole right there.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are encircling those guys.
We're gonna
now.
get it though.
Okay.
Yeah, because I pushed through right there.
Mm-hmm.
How do I ping again?
Alt, shift?
Control, Alt, click.
Oh,
yeah,
yep.
I pushed through right there.
That was me, the other one. I just was testing it.
So we will have them encircle.
All right, that's good.
I don't know how useful I'm going to be going forward in this game, to be completely honest. I don't mean it in like a...
You probably should have been focusing on Navy stuff because you probably could have dominated WoW.
I have a lot of water around me.
Yeah.
I mean, part of the problem is I don't fully understand the Navy stuff in this game. And I mean, this is a complicated game, no doubt. But I do think the Navy stuff is a little bit too esoteric. Like, I don't like the fact that I have to research separately the fire control system.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
My factories... Also, another pet peeve I have about all RTSs is requiring research for transport ships.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
When there are other ships around. Like, I got boats. I needed. You couldn't figure out to put people on them until later.
No.
Well, this game, the convoy is the only thing you get. It's just you have to research how to put people on them.
Yeah. Oh, I know. You have to do the control. Yeah. I mean, This one does it pretty well. This one does a lot of things better than most RTSs as far as like logic goes. That was actually more of a Civ complaint, where it's like you can feasibly have like a galleon, not a galleon, but like a frigate or a trireme, but not have the technology to transport troops overseas. I don't even know what my new army is supposed to be doing right now.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I'm just gonna have him go pick up that transporter.
Well, let's see. Who are we fighting? Well, so we're currently fighting El Salvador, Peru, and the Dominican Republic as well. I don't know. Can you get some guys there to fight?
No, not me. Not with my not with my navy.
Have you been focusing on your army?
Yeah, I've been voicing my army.
You probably should have been focusing on the Navy, because let's be honest, your army's not very...
Yeah, you know, that would have made sense, but, you know, at the same time, I don't think any of us think about the Navy.
I do, but...
I mean, I think about it. Don't get me
the
wrong.
thing is,
I think about it when I
I
play
started
the
plans for it, but my army became way more important. Because I got involved in that war with China so early.
game. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I'm sure that made that a big difference. No, for me personally, it's just, I mean,
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
early on, I have to pretty much focus on army because I'm in the Spanish Civil War.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Befehle.
Navy-wise, you know, I'd like to say there were things that could have done like very differently. I'm not super sure that it's true.
Angetreten.
Because so much of, even if you're Portugal and you don't have the national focus, which really, here's the thing about playing Portugal, is if you unite Spain as Portugal, or unite Iberia as Portugal, you do not get the national focus that the Spanish Civil War victors do, which basically, you know, cripples you. But you're still in kind of position where you have like a comparatively weak army. Everything's kind of messed up.
Bereit.
So, I don't know.
Angetreten.
And then on top of that, like, Navy-wise, that's just something I'm not even very used
Bereit
to
zum
as
Ausrücken.
far as this game goes. The Navy is very complicated in this one.
Yeah. Like, I have my main supply lines protected, but that was all I was really able to accomplish. Like I said, I'm trying to sneak my fleet
Yeah,
into Vladivostok.
but you got to create a line for them to get there first.
Yeah, well, like I don't have enough screens for my... I have battleships, and I doubt they could stand up to
That's
whatever
right.
Japan's got, but I do think they could help us contest Japan's naval control, but I don't have nearly the screens needed to make them work.
Come on now, game. Anytime now. Okay. Alright, that's another little encirclement.
Well, I rescued one of my spies.
Only 15 more to go.
Tell me about it. Do you remember... Crap. Which country was I working on?
Zuhören!
You know, I'm gonna put pressure on Paraguay to join us.
Okay.
Zuhören! Zuhören!
We do have air dominance over the Sea of Japan and the home islands.
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Put some bombers over there. Fighter, 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 scout plane, scout plane, scout plane, naval bomber. Naval bombers, yeah. That could be useful.
I'll put pressure on Mongolia too. See if we can get some help from them. You're the head of the faction, so you're gonna need to watch out for.
I'll get a pop-up. If I can, invite them in.
Zuhören!
We may have a breakthrough.
Achtung!
I'm sending a tank to Pyongyang.
Okay.
Gotta confirm if Kim Jong is still around.
He is.
I haven't
an
seen the
appearance the other
body.
He made a public appearance the other day.
That's what he wants you to think.
Achtung! Befehle? Zuhören! Ihre Befehle!
Soviet Union is justifying on us.
I needed to get rid of that focus because it's annoying me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
You went somewhere?
Ausrücken!
I was off for a little bit, sure. Okay, let's see. None of my troops have arrived in Asia yet.
Angetreten!
They had a long trip.
Bereit! Ausrücken! Bereit!
I think I'm gonna shorten some of my lines so that I focus completely on the east. Because the rest of this is...
Zuhören!
Like, the stuff in northern Manchuria is not really helping.
I think I'm gonna.
It's kind of helping.
I don't know, I've
We're
got like...
going we're moving in slowly.
What do you guys think of pivoting to a neoliberal economy?
You personally, or...
No, as a group.
So we're just gonna adopt...
I'd kind of prefer it if you didn't shorten the line.
I've got a bunch of dudes, just kinda... I've still got some guys on the line. It's like, just... I mean, my guys have no morale. They have no organization along there, because there's so much attrition.
Ihre Befehle?
So if we could occupy Korea, that'd be big.
Yeah.
I've already taken Seoul.
My entire army is en route to Asia right now. Hopefully I'll get there before the war.
You probably will.
Zuhören!
They're gonna be arriving in Guangzhou.
Gong
Angetreten.
Zhao. Why?
Well, they'll be arriving in Macau, but that's where I have my calendar.
Okay, Macau. That makes more sense. It'd be nice if you could see enemy supply lines.
Mm-hmm.
Says every general ever. I mean,
Befehle. Ihre Befehle.
Alright, gonna try and encircle the guys in North Korea.
Ziel anvisiert. Befehle. Angetreten. Alright.
So the good news is the Pacific Fleet has come to help.
Excellent.
Befehle. Achtung. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
you know, for a random event in this game, I think having the mob threaten to burn your paratroopers would be a great reference to Monty Python.
Yeah.
You know that skit?
I don't think I do.
The It's a nice space you got here, Colonel. It'd be a shame if someone were to set fire to your paratroopers.
What's up, ABC123 free bot? Thanks for joining me. Thank you for the birthday wishes.
Bereit. Ausrücken. Ausrücken. Ihre Befehle? Bereit zum Ausrücken. Vorwärts, Männer! Achtung! Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit. Angetreten. Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit. Befehle. Befehle. Ihre Befehle. Zuhören. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Zuhören. Befehle. Ausrücken.
So I actually like this game's music a lot, so I kept it on for a very long time. And I turned it off because I've heard it too many times now.
It's really good music.
It is actually really good. I actually think it's really good. I think they have a really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's like very good for the era.
Oh yeah.
I think they kind of nail it, you know.
Like even
It
this.
doesn't sound dated, but it also doesn't sound like modern music related, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like even I don't know if you have the radio packs, but it's like
I don't. I've heard it's good.
yeah, it is. Like I mean, there is stuff that is very much popular music that you'd hear in the United States in 1943, and even then, it's not like that's sort of It's not like it's a modern take on it, or even like sort of a cheeky, oh, this is old style music for old people. No, it sounds, it's simultaneously like,
Well, it
exactly
sounds
what you'd
old and
expect, but it's not,
contemporary.
it's like, it's not old timey, even though it is exactly the kind of music you'd hear then, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely true, especially about a lot of music of that era. Especially if you go into horror theater, you know. Like, if you look at, like, 1920s, 1930s,
Ihre Befehle.
like, literature or music or even 1940s to a large extent. It's pretty out there. It's not like
Auf geht's.
I always feel like the 50s definitely has this like almost retroactive gaze over the rest of the 20th century.
How do you mean?
Los, los, los.
Well, I mean, if you look at like just a lot of literature and a lot of like art that was produced in the earlier half of the 20th century, I think you're going to see that, you know, basically there's a lot of experimentation and like interesting things going on, very out there things, which I think, you know, today someone will say something, and a lot of those things were being said in like 1920. As it's basically my point, and I'm not being specific because it goes for a lot of different things. So
Okay.
Bereit. Ausrücken. Zuhören.
No, I mean, just what I was kind of getting at is that you think about the music, like music that when I got the radio pack, I thought to myself, it's like, oh, I'm probably not gonna like I'm not gonna like the Allies music because it's just gonna be it's old style 1940s music, and it's like, no, I mean it is, but it's not in that sort
It's
of.
not bad.
No, it's not in that sort of. It's not stock.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, because there are those, like, stock. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's
Yeah.
an extremely loud car. Holy shit.
Yeah, I've got my window open.
No, I mean, even now I'm just saying, like, that's the hear it.
Bereit zum
Hear it.
Ausrücken.
It's yeah.
I don't have my window open, so, you know.
You know I'm on a
probably
busy
really
street.
hard to hear it, but that is a very loud car.
Yeah, there are louder ones. Sometimes dude goes by on a motorcycle at like 2 in the morning, and it's pretty loud.
Yeah.
Achtung! Ausrücken!
Japan has actually enforced Korea now.
They've what?
Japan actually has troops in North Korea now. I mean, well, South Korea.
Zuhören!
One of my dudes is split off.
Befehle!
Okay, so I'm in Macau.
Okay. Do you think you can start launching naval invasion?
Bereit!
Other islands? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll get started with that. I'm gonna run out for a quick smoke, and then,
Yeah, because we want to strangle the special op. We want to starve them inside their home islands.
right, they need the resources. That's their main goal.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can starve them of the islands, then they're going to eventually start to crumble just from not having enough, right?
We already got a lot
Well,
of their
it's more that-
tungsten and iron
Yeah,
in North
we've
Korea.
Yeah, we've got most of their resources, but
Because of
they still
Manchuria?
have staging bases, and they can use that to have their fleet out. But
Yeah,
if we can take their islands, we severely cut down their operational range, which will make it easier for the Americans to get naval dominance in the entire Pacific, which is kind of what we need them to do.
Okay, so I'm gonna probably go for Taiwan to start with, and then work from there. That's my plan. Or do you think I should make like multiple naval invasions of all the different? I don't want to spread my army out.
Taiwan's probably one of their more worthwhile ones, so I think starting with that one probably is a decent idea.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll start that. I'll get it set up.
And Mongolia wants to join.
Yes, bring them in.
Invite to faction. Alright, do I want to call them in?
Oh, hell yeah. Let them walk into Manchuria.
Call to arms. They won't join yet. Mongolia has a dangerous border against the enemies, minus 100.
Maybe they'll join. Eventually.
I'll try and improve.
At least we got them back in the faction.
Yeah, I'll improve relations with them. Oh, okay, hold on. Their opinion is now completely neutral with their base reluctance, so it won't be too long, I don't think.
Zuhören!
Okay, so I'm preparing some naval invasions. I'll be right back.
Achtung! Achtung!
It's kind of weird that one of the focuses for France is devalue the franc.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite know why that is.
Because much like Tesla stock, its value is too high.
Our money is too damn good.
How close is Paraguay to joining the faction?
Let's see. The real wild card. Positive 41, negative 70.
Oh.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Achtung! Befehle! Ihre Befehle? Ausrücken! Ausrücken! Bereit! Ausrücken! Angetreten! Achtung! Achtung! Bereit! Angetreten! Ausrücken! Achtung! Vorwärts, Männer! Zuhören! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Okay, back. Mutinies in the army.
Ihre Befehle!
Maybe we should have paused.
You guys didn't see it. You're gonna pause it now. Alarming news have reached military high command about a number of units in our army refusing orders from superior officers. Some of the units have left their position in the line. Representatives of the soldiers have made it quite clear that they will not obey any orders to attack the enemy. The rebellion has so far been contained to a small number of battalions and a handful of training and support units. The many in the War Office fear this uprising will soon spread to other units and may eventually render us unable to continue the war. Decisive action is needed. I'm going to hold a patriotic speech. We have recently united Iberia. That's my speech.
We're doing real good.
Hold your applause.
Everything is going real well.
Angetreten!
Thanks to me. All me.
I don't know why y'all are complaining when you're the ones who decided that you're gonna be the Socialist Republic of Iberia. Look, we gave you a choice.
Bereit!
Alright, can you pause?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You had your choice to become communist or die, and you chose communist. Everyone was happy, and now you're complaining. Come on, guy.
Well, no, I mean, this is more of like the way I imagine this went through, based on game mechanics, is that Portugal sent a letter over to Spain. They were like, "Hey, you want to be like one country?" And they're like, "Yeah, why not?"
Yes. This is a one-word response. Yes.
Though I don't really consider that too much of a problem because logically the revolutionary groups between Portugal and Spain are intertwined in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know if that's true about real life. I don't know that. But I know in the game they're intertwined. So it sort of makes sense that they would be able to form a unified government if both succeed. It's kind of a little bit awkward. Because Spain can't be like, go to socialist Portugal, as far as I know. Be like, hey, you want to make a country? Portugal's gonna be like, no.
Befehle?
I guess Spain was just more desperate after the Civil War.
Unter Beschuss. Befehle?
So, do you guys know if you go as like unaligned or fascist Portugal, or can you do a similar thing of taking control of all of Iberia?
No.
I don't have the DLC.
I played
Okay.
as Portugal went fascist, did the whole fifth Portuguese Empire thing, and no.
Okay.
Like, I think you could make if you don't go the way that I went, it's a relatively easy alliance, but I don't think, or you just attack them, which is what I did. You can't just, like, absorb them. Dad the Noob, thanks for joining me. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Hope you have a good day as well.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, things are going well in Korea.
Does anybody else remember doing those back in grade school time capsules?
Yeah.
So I'm really curious, did anybody have a prediction for 2020?
Probably not. I don't think I did.
Well, I certainly
Nothing
didn't.
interesting.
I mean,
Maybe flying cars or whatever.
Auf geht's!
My general, as a child, my general,
Los, ausrücken!
what I thought I was going to be doing, I still have it on my wall, so I can look at it. Look at how wrong I
Bereit
was.
zum Ausrücken!
I thought I was going to be a spaceman.
Yeah.
Well, my dad told me the world was gonna end in 12, so...
Ugh. Did he actually believe that? Wow.
Not really.
Yeah, dude, all the computers were gonna set back to 0 and somehow launch nukes. I don't know. You know, it's kind of like when the power...
ended up actually causing problems. But it apparently caused problems like in 2020 instead of 2000. Because they didn't program things right. It didn't cause major problems, just like really, really annoying ones.
Yeah.
Apparently for computer programmers, like worldwide.
Yeah, that's probably what would have happened with Y2K as well, if our computers were more advanced than, like, calculators. Wow. Like, the entire Peruvian military is held up in Pusan. Like, I'm not even... Okay, no, I was mistaken. Only 2 divisions. Like, 10
Which
of them...
probably is the entire Peruvian military.
Maybe. 10 of them are actually just, are Japanese. It's just kind of... Yeah. Alright, yeah, Korea is almost finished.
Angetreten. Ihre Befehle? Ausrücken!
Busan is the last holdout.
Befehle!
What's difficult is that this is just such a mountainous area that we're gonna try and push, that we have to push into. Although, we actually do have a decent... We're not that far from the capital of, Manchuria, whatever the hell it's called. Manchukuo.
Oh, hold on, sorry. All my guys started marching away.
I want to march away, I want to march away.
I wanna march away.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that like a dated reference now?
Ah.
Is that like a dated thing? Like, or people are gonna be like, if there's someone significantly younger than us watching, would they know what that means? What that is? Like, what that's a reference to?
I don't know. Wow, 98. I just looked it up.
Oh my god! That's like before us.
Like, yeah, I mean, we were like, I was 6.
We were like 6 or 7. So we have like a Zoomer watching this.
Mongolia's coming in.
They're gonna be
A
just
little
like,
something
what?
for your B-Day.
Sorry about that, John. All my guys started marching the other way. I put them.
Yeah, thanks for the $5, Dad the Noob.
Speaking of like good 90s references, the Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers song is always...
Oh yeah, that's an excellent one.
That's
The fact
That's
that
the
music like
cream
that
of
ever
the-
existed is crazy to some of these kids.
the cream of the 90s.
Very early 90s, like pre-Nirvana
Very early,
90s.
like, oh yes.
Oh, you were 20 in 98. I bet you were rocking Lenny Kravitz, huh?
I'm not sure with that.
But yeah, it's like... There's no way that like a 15-year-old would know know that song. Well, I don't know.
Mighty Morphin.
I mean,
I think you know, pop culture is still like, you know, disorganized now. I think definitely there's a very good chance. I don't think.
I was
think
talking
it's like
about Fly Away, but you know.
Oh, that. Yeah, I don't definitely. It's definitely someone might know that, but
Ihre Befehle!
But who?
who? Who?
Lenny Kravitz's
like
daughter, maybe?
It's like a. Remember that like woman shaving commercial, the Venus commercial?
Bereit zum
I think so.
It's like, I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire. And I think it's
no, I
an
don't.
actual.
Yeah, I remember that.
Zuhören!
You remember that commercial?
Zuhören!
I don't know. I just know there's a fact that like a lot of people who are like younger than us definitely don't remember that commercial. That was like aired between like 2008 and 2009, maybe.
Like, what commercial was it?
Befehle?
It's a commercial for women's razors.
Okay. Oh, I remember that there were some.
My family's in advertising, so I also do remember commercials.
Okay. I remember, like, women's razor commercials, but, like, I don't remember a song for it.
No, it's an actual song. It's not like a fake song. It's not. No, it shouldn't say fake song. Jingle.
Okay.
It's not. It's an actual song. So you might actually remember the song on its own.
How are your naval invasions going, Steve?
Slowly.
Achtung!
Very, very slowly.
As naval invasions tend to.
Abstand halten!
Oh, I mean, I'm just hovering over, you know, Taiwan right now, waiting for my troops.
Wieder zurück!
Ooh, look, we might get Busan. Every time I
That'd be
say
nice.
it, oh, well, that's interesting. Mexico's going nuts. Guatemala joined the Pact of Rome. Oh boy.
We're doomed now.
It's all over.
It's so weird. They're going they're democratic and they're going unify Central America.
Wait, you mean you're not supposed to do that? I might be playing Mexico.
Like, I normally don't think of like a Democrat. Like, normally the directions that they would go to get this thing would either fascist or communist. But I mean, hypothetically, they could just not.
I mean, that's what I'm doing.
Huh.
Well, that's also because democracy completely fell apart in Europe.
Hmm.
In my game, the axis is Germany, Italy, Great Britain, and France.
Alright, we took Busan. Every time I say it, I feel like I should put a French accent on it. Like, I don't know what the proper pronunciation of Korean stuff is. Do. Alright, so, yeah, we've got Korea. All we have to do is starve out these dudes. Alright, this is looking pretty good.
Angetreten! Ausrücken!
If I'm smart... Well, if I'm quick. Being smart actually doesn't have anything to do with it. I might be able to take the Qing capital.
Yeah, be right back.
Ihre Befehle!
No, the faster we can deal with Qing, the better, because I'm starting to lose my defensive hold on the east.
Ihre Befehle! Zuhören!
Why is Mongolia not helping here?
Let's see, could I call them in?
I called them in.
Oh, okay.
Bereit?
Global conquest, kind of, maybe? I don't know, like, how far do you think you want to go with this, guys?
We wanted to spread the revolution.
Okay, so spread it, rather well, I don't know. Get it pretty communist. Maybe until we get bored with it. I mean, that's pretty much exactly how Marx described it in the Communist Manifesto, right? Spread the socialist revolution like peanut butter and jelly.
Until you get bored with it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of the first sandwich you ever made, you know?
Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, it's looking good. Bunch of dead losers in South Korea. Those losers are Japan. So you don't take that out of context. Yeah, CK3. I think it's gonna be cool. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna need to go through some of the dev diaries, just take a look at it.
Achtung! Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit.
Well, this whole time I had these guys on the front line and they were drilling. Can't believe I didn't notice that. Alright, we are actually pushing from North Korea into Manchuria, though.
Which is good.
Very nice.
Achtung! Zuhören! Angetreten! Bereit?
Alright, I'm being speedy. I am almost one tile away from... yeah, one tile away from taking the Qing capital.
Woo.
And if you just hold these guys on the front, I might be able to do a real silly encirclement. There's just a massive Manchuria-sized... Honduras! Mexico, just taking their democratic regime to its natural aggressive end.
Ihre
Okay, I'm
Befehle.
back. Still waiting on my fleets to invade Taiwan.
So Mexico is invading Honduras.
Well, you know,
Making all the democratic South American countries join the Pact of Rome.
Angetreten.
Ooh! Check out Estonia.
Is it dead? Yo, finally communist.
I have conquered you, my arch nemesis.
Alright, so we can end the campaign after this.
It's finally over.
Alright, I've
Befehle.
got the
All
capital.
your spies died, murdered by Estonians.
Ausrücken.
Guatemala,
No, not
no.
Guatemala.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna try and do a really sneaky encirclement here. Gonna go for the,
Befehle.
most obvious thing. Alright, you actually go there.
Achtung.
So how did we defeat the Qing military? Well, you see, the Germans sent one tank, and it kind of just drove around a bunch, cutting off all their supply lines.
Zuhören.
And it's about to happen.
Angetreten.
Hey, Steve, you count as a major country.
Lies. Alright, so pretty much all those
Lie,
dudes
lie,
are encircled.
That's incredible, John.
Yep.
Bereit. Befehle.
Rate my encirclement, Reddit. F12.
Zuhören. Bereit. Zuhören. Ihre Befehle. Bereit. Ausrücken. Los, los, los! Ausrücken!
Beautiful, beautiful attrition. And I love, like, these 3 divisions of Qing military, just like, that are getting attacked by your one dude, and they're, well, 2 dudes now, and your guys are losing terribly. So, like, they're just holding down the fort. Those 3 dudes, at any point, probably could have just, like, stopped this inevitable encirclement. But they just kind of didn't.
Ausrücken!
I'm gonna try another one. Try and get the kind of Liao Tong Peninsula sort of area. Like Dalian.
Mm. I'm building an airport in South
Ihre
Korea.
Befehle?
Excellent.
Angetreten.
I love how Yugoslavia exists and its capital is West Banat. It's not even all of the state of West Banat. It's southern West Banat.
Southwest Banat.
No, southern West Banat.
Southern West.
Southwest Banat would imply that it's the southwestern segment of Banat. No. There is West Banat, and it is the southern part of it. Mm-hmm.
Auf geht's! Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Oh man, my tank has been stopped.
Vorwärts.
They've caught on.
Ausrücken! Achtung! Ausrücken! Angetreten! Ausrücken! Zuhören! Ausrücken! Ausrücken! Greift weiter an! Zeigt es ihnen! Angetreten! Vorrücken! Ihre Befehle! Befehle! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Zuhören! Ihre Befehle! Befehle! Angetreten! Befehle! Bereit! Befehle? Zuhören. Angetreten. Ihre Befehle? Bereit! Ausrücken! Bereit! Los, ausrücken!
What's up, Wise Chosen? Thanks to the happy butt day.
Ausrücken! Bereit! Angetreten!
It's gonna be nice when you can get rid of all this gross spottiness by just giving stuff to China.
Yeah.
We're actually really close to being able to have all of Sungkyang.
It'd go faster if the AI just stopped randomly moving around my maps.
Ihre Befehle?
The Estonian People's Republic seeks to join the Soviet Union. Recent
About
political
time.
turmoil in Estonian People's Republic have left their government with a strong vision for the future that aligns with our own. They have seen the good a powerful Soviet Union for the world and are willing to give everything for the motherland.
Okay.
How about that? Make sure you make loads of statues of those dead spies. That'll be an expansion in Europe. Since the rise of the power of the EKP, the Estonian People's Republic has been working towards closer relations with the Soviet Union, and has now joined the Union itself. As of a few days ago, the Estonian government officially submitted control of the country to the Soviet Union as an integrated oblast. Soviet officials refused to acknowledge descriptions of the recent assimilation of the Estonian People's Republic as aggressive, claiming that the integration of territory happened without any outside pressure. They have seen reason.
Bereit!
And I have conquered Estonia.
Well,
This is when the third Trotsky shows up. Turns out he was in Estonia the whole time.
the Estonian
God.
Revolution.
Ausrücken!
Becca Trotsky.
Weiter, weiter! Achtung!
I mean, I'd actually personally really love it if we had, like, if that were to happen and there was just like a like an electronic sound came on.
Yeah, Trotsky was really big into
And then
electronica.
Becca Trotsky came back. Because he's been here before. And launched the revolution against the Soviet Union for the third time. Against Trotsky. That's the most important part.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
I think that's the permanent revolution he was talking about. He just constantly rebels against himself because there are a million clones of him.
That was his big mistake.
Or was it his plan all along?
Well, he figured that permanent revolution would mean permanent revolution. We didn't think it meant that his clones would all declare permanent revolution on him.
Each one successfully abandons the revolution.
Well, they all joined with the same, which actually...
The same general.
They joined with the same general every
Bereit zum
time.
Ausrücken.
And this really questions your own competence, Chris.
Ausrücken.
Because you really should have fired that general.
I'm pretty sure I've executed him twice already.
But he's still in charge of the same place.
Well, apparently Trotsky's not the only one who's cloning people.
They would never expect to clone the guy that started the coup.
Befehle.
Again.
We didn't start it. Trotsky started the coup. But also, Trotsky's in charge. It doesn't make no sense.
Zuhören. Ausrücken.
Sure.
Ausrücken. Ihre Befehle?
Oh, check it out. We're really making progress.
Yeah, this is big, ugly, and I have no idea what's happening.
Achtung! Ausrücken! Ihre Befehle? Zuhören! Achtung! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Achtung! Zuhören!
Yeah, it won't be too much longer.
Achtung! Befehle!
They will tell tales of that one tank. Just kind of drove around and circled all of this.
Achtung!
It was World War II. The time of heroes, men and women, tanks driving around in circles.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Tank.
Tank driving
Singular
around in a
tank.
circle.
Treten.
Yeah.
Bereit. Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Yes, sir. We're going to the drop-off point. Yes?
Zuhören.
Tank Battalion 35500. Tank numbers 1. Tank numbers
Zuhören.
1. Hello? Hello?
Alright. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Alright.
Nothing tastier than a good encirclement.
Ihre Befehle. Ihre Befehle. Befehle. Ausrücken. Zuhören. Alright. Greift weiter an. Befehle.
And just when I finished decrypting Qing's cipher,
It's probably more likely you found it in a bunker somewhere.
no, I guess there's no reason not to use it now.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Maybe speed things up.
Weiter, weiter. Ausrücken. Zuhören. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Angetreten. Befehle. Ziel anvisiert. Zuhören. Befehle. Angetreten. Ausrücken. Befehle.
Okay, this naval invasion still saved me. Sad.
Are you sure you're doing it right?
I'm not 100% sure with the naval invasions.
Do you have naval supremacy?
I do. Or at least I did when I... Let me see if I still have it.
I mean, it looks like we have
Yeah,
it in
I
the
mean-
South China Sea.
I don't know if I have it in the East China, but I'm only invading to the South China Sea. One of my invasions of the South China Sea. One is slightly the East China, which I can send, but the South China Sea is completely under my control. So I don't see why that would be a factor in slowing down that one.
Like, is it saying that it's progressing?
Let me see. Naval supremacy 79%, intel efficiency 50%, friendly supremacy 3,912, enemy supremacy 786 to 1,282.
You did select it to go, right?
Yeah. Let me see.
Alright.
Okay, well, I just reselected them to go. I'm not sure if they're...
Hover
That's
your
not
cursor
moving yet.
over. Hover your cursor over your order. Does it tell you anything?
Ihre Befehle.
I think they're moving now. I think they're
Ausrücken.
moving before, but I'm not positive that they're moving. I'm looking at the order. Let me see if it says anything else.
Ausrücken.
Okay, well,
Achtung.
a completely new line was just drawn with my troops seeming to not be using a naval invasion to go into here. Do we have some kind of territory on
Zuhören.
Taiwan that they could dock with?
No.
They're going in without the naval invasion. They're already on their way.
That's probably actually the naval.
Well, they're not going through the same line.
Hmm.
They're going through a really weird. I've never seen this in the game before. At least not for a naval invasion. Like, this is like when you send somebody to a friendly dock. That's what I'm getting right now on my map.
Like, are you going next to Guaoxiong?
They're gonna be going straight into Taiwan,
Like Taipei?
right into the capital,
Oh,
the Gaozhong.
southwestern city?
Yeah,
Okay. Hmm.
they're just following a weird route that has nothing to do with the naval invasion. It looks like it's the same graphic you'd see if you were sending your fleet to a friendly dock.
I see some Peruvian troops in there. The famous Peruvian defenders of Taiwan.
They fight well.
And Peru's sending their guys all over everywhere.
Angetreten.
So yeah, I think the worst invasion of Taiwan might just be about to happen. Unless these guys take this first piece of land that they're about to grab.
Greift weiter an.
They might be able to take it, and then maybe they can send the rusted troops over that way.
Finally.
There we go.
Ihre Befehle. Ihre Befehle.
Cockish buddy, cockish buddy, cockish buddy, cockish buddy, cockish buddy, cockish buddy, cockish buddy. Cockish buddy, cockish buddy, cockish pufferfish of love.
Thanks for the 70 bits there, dude.
Angetreten. Bereit. Ihre Befehle.
Oh boy.
Ihre Befehle.
Who could have guessed? This would have gone horribly bad.
Yeah, you
Not
don't
even a planned invasion.
want to invade. You generally don't want to send your dudes right to a naval port because they almost always defend them, and because you're doing a naval invasion, you're probably not going to be strong enough to just push right into it.
Yeah.
So that you probably want to land next to them.
Well, I'm not sure that my naval invasion actually even happened.
I don't know.
It looked like it happened to me.
No, I mean, troops landed, but they didn't follow the naval path that was set. So, I'm gonna rebuild my naval. I'm gonna do a new naval invasion.
Ihre Befehle.
There's nothing else to do with that situation.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
Alright, you want to see about giving some of this land to China? I know Kirin is completely under your control.
Let's just... I'm gonna do it once we clear everything up.
Ihre Befehle. Ihre Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Video games are fun.
Bereit. Angetreten.
The brutal democracy of Mexico.
This could very easily backfire on...
How so?
Because we could take all those countries.
Yeah, that is true. I certainly would like a little bit over there. Yeah, we should all have at least one good staging port when we want to fight the Allies.
You're in. There you go. Happy now?
I can't see it yet.
He certainly is.
I bet. It's frozen for me.
It'll load. Just give it a second. The time's not ticking for me until it does for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's nice. It no longer looks like it has syphilis. Not any more than Imperial Japan invading the benevolent mainland Chinese is a syphilis. I think that was a sentence. And for the record, it's not the People's Republic of China, it's Chinese People's Republic. Also not to be confused with the Republic of the People of China, or the Republic of the Chinese people. They're all very different. The People's Chinese Republic.
Achtung! Los, ausrücken! 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 Befehle! Befehle! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Achtung! Befehle! Ausrücken! Achtung! Los, ausrücken! Abstand halten! Angetreten!
Like flies. Next comes Panama. Or the Caribbean. Liberate the Caribbean.
Angetreten. Angetreten. Ihre Befehle? Ausrücken! Befehle? Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, we've almost taken Dalian.
Woo.
Los, los, los!
Finally, the wrongs of the Russo-Japanese War will be righted. You're gonna get such a nice railroad out of this.
Yep.
For the first time in their...
Unfortunately, I have no railroads leading.
Dang. For the first time, a Russian will feel what warm water is. It's kind of like, when someone from Africa is given a cold, like, can of Coke to hold or whatever, to actually show them what cold is. It's like the opposite of that. Can you imagine living in a place your entire life and you literally don't know what cold is? Man.
I have family. They're like that.
Yeah, wow.
Vorrücken!
Family from Florida who were to come to Chicago in the summer. And they were excited to see snow.
In the summer.
Just because they're from Florida. They thought just snow here.
Oh, man.
Okay, Japan's mainland possessions are all.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna send some of my dudes to see if we can get air superiority around Japan. So I'm gonna send a bunch of my planes to Korea. Alright, at the moment, we've got it. Well, no. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Hey guys, you'd be good at calling the game around 9 o'clock.
Sure.
Probably. What time is it now?
It's
8:30.
8:30.
Okay. We've actually made some decent progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's actually gone pretty well.
Except
Which
for
is
your
good
naval invasion.
No,
Yeah.
no, that didn't work out well. I mean, I'm not sure. Even honestly, depending on their defenses, it might be really, really difficult for me to do a naval invasion of Taiwan. But I still have it planned just in case. That's just the nearest point for me to like have as a.
And
as
we've
a
got
base.
Dalian.
What?
We've got Dalian, that kind of peninsula in the
Okay.
the Yellow Sea.
Yellow Sea.
You know that
Yeah, I
that
kind
big
of
old
see.
bay.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Way up north.
Yeah, it's like west of the Korean Peninsula.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much the area that the Russo-Japanese War was fought over. Yeah, I don't know if you missed that hilarious joke I made before, but yeah, I was specifically referring to that area. Alright, we are contesting the skies over Japan.
Okay. They're the only country we need to...
Yep, there's that car again. Just kind of does laps, you know, sometimes. Gotta show everyone how big his noisemaker is.
Befehle?
I wonder if this could... they're probably already past the point, but... like, what would instigate Japan calling for a white peace?
Them losing all of their mainland holdings to a Chinese nation.
Okay, so if you were to give all of the land that they have in... Oh, I mean, they don't have any directly. They do have bits of Qing and Manchukuo, I think. Manchukuo.
Are they all held by China?
The other thing is, if we can manage to blow enough of their... if we can reduce their fleet down to 30 ships, and then drop 2 nuclear bombs on them, then they surrender.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure we'll be able to do that.
Nah, I don't think we will.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
So we're probably just gonna have to launch multiple naval...
Mm-hmm.
So,
Once
once...
Japan, like, almost impossible to invade.
No.
Really?
It's
Okay.
almost... I find it almost impossible because it's impossible to coordinate things with AI, but we can coordinate with each other, and we can hit them pretty much at all points at once.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Befehle? Unter Beschuss.
Yep, there's Panama.
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 Oh no. That was a bit of a stretch, I know, but you know.
Honestly, hair metal's probably one of the most interesting developments of the last century. Can you imagine any of the writers of the 1920s like imagining hair metal?
Dude, no way. No way in hell. Like, for everything that I've figured from, like, sci-fi before the 1970s was basically how it is now, except with onesies and,
Things are very, they fucked up in the minor details really big.
Yeah.
Like the clothes that people wear, they're like zoot suits. Not zoot suits. They're like, yeah, like onesies essentially.
Yeah.
Like a weird little collar around them. They're like alien suits.
Yeah, and ray guns. That's like culturally basically the same.
Well, there's that Kurt Vonnegut novel, Slaughterhouse 5.
I love that novel.
It's a great novel. Great novel. There's a point in it, though, which takes place in, I believe the novel was written like 67 or something, and it takes place in the future in 1972.
No, I think it's like 82.
And maybe 82. I thought it was 70s, but it might be the 80s. And a cop pulls out a ray gun. And the moment I read that, it's just amazing to me how they're like all the smartest sci-fi writers somehow have managed to fuck it up that you wouldn't have laser guns in 1980.
Yeah. Like, it's one thing to not predict something that we do have, but to fail to predict, but to make a failed prediction of what we would, you know? It's like, no one could have predicted the internet. At least as we have it now.
Some people sort of did.
Yeah, it's like there are ways that, like, some form of internet, but, like, the internet. Like, how we are, like, websites and stuff.
But yeah, nobody could have predicted that specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, the failed prediction of, oh yeah, let's have a ray gun. Like, because it wasn't like a major thing. It was just like an outside, like, just like an assumption.
Yeah, it's like, in the future, we're gonna somehow make lasers.
It's 1980.
Yeah. You're not going to be dead even by then.
1980 came around, and they didn't even have floppy disks yet.
Yeah. So the most realistic predictions of sci-fi are just what would happen, like...
They're generally social predictions.
Yes.
The social predictions in sci-fi are generally way more accurate than the science predictions in sci-fi.
Yeah.
Way more accurate. And it depends, because there are, like, hard science fiction writers who are, like, scientists.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they write, like, hard science fiction where every single thing is basically physically possible. And those are great books. The Patience to read them.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I've read some, and it's really, like, for me anyway, it definitely depends on whether I'm patient enough at the time to go through a book that's like, don't even try to explain to me why the centrifugal force on this spaceship works, by the way. Why it does. Like 99% of the time, I don't have the patience to read that. In entertainment now. But generally, sci-fi, I think, is very much more salient on the social predictions than it is on the science predictions, ironically.
Yeah. Generally, the ones that are most... sci-fi stuff that's most accurate are probably things that take place, like, 20 years in the future and are loosely...
like cyberpunkish stuff.
Yeah.
Generally is probably the... even that, you know, it's like, you know, kind of, like, can be a stretch, but I mean, generally speaking, like,
I feel like once we kind of gave up on the idea of everyone's gonna have a laser gun, you can kind of... It's like, lasers...
No, you know, they're just... You know, you just get to the point where it sounds really cool to have a laser gun.
Yeah.
But in real life, a laser isn't really that great.
No. Like, for what it does, it's really not necessary.
If you're gonna kill someone with a laser, you have to point at them for a really long time.
Yeah.
And if you want to kill someone with a bullet, you don't. That's why we don't have laser guns. If you want to kill someone with a laser, you have to point at them for a really long time.
And there we...
Like, they might actually die from natural causes before they die from the laser that you're pointing at them.
Ow, it's really hot. It's really hot. Well, now, don't worry. We're not feeding you, so you will die. There we go. Alright. That is all of Japan and their puppets out of the mainland.
Yep.
Well, besides that little nubbin they've kind of occupied up there. In your territory.
Yeah.
I'll send some dudes to help.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Do you want my tanks and trucks, or just my dudes?
It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna try and sneak a force in behind them eventually. Right now I'm setting up naval invasions of various points.
Man, your dudes have no supply.
I know, because we're in Siberia.
You been making infrastructure?
I've been building air bases. You asked me to build you air base.
I haven't needed those for a while. We've been doing pretty well in the air.
You know, having read a lot of foreign policy papers, I'm pretty sure that's basically that conversation you just had is essentially foreign policy 101. Wait, but I should have built air bases before. Yeah, that was a while ago. You haven't been building air base. What?
Military intelligence.
Let's see who will give me access.
I said make vaccines, not call Francine.
Oh my god, I was thinking, so, did you guys hear about the UFOs?
Yeah.
So, apparently aliens visited the planet. Let's just assume it's true. And here's my issue with this. So aliens flew over the planet in their super advanced spaceships. They flew by, and they didn't offer us a vaccine?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Like, really? So I got to thinking about it, and I was kind of like, you know, why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they offer the human race a vaccine if the aliens were flying through space? And I started thinking about the Prime Directive. And then I was thinking, Well, where do they hear the Prime Directive from? What if they heard it from us? What if they were watching Star Trek broadcasts, heard about that, and that's why, when the aliens flew over our planet during a global pandemic, they didn't give us a vaccine. And then they explained this to us like 200 years in the future, and they're like, "Oh yes, we visited you once before, but we wanted to help, but
your sci-fi TV show.
Directive, we wanted to honor your cherished Prime Directive."
Man.
Oh, it would have helped if you had just given us that vaccine.
Need some more.
The aliens are exactly like us, except they don't have a concept of fiction.
They had no concept of fiction.
So, Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, that's actually what's funny. Chris, actually, what's funny is that led me to thinking, oh, that's the plot of Galaxy Quest. Which is a great fucking.
It's so
it's a
good.
Movie.
I love that movie.
Honestly, and I was thinking about that further. I kept thinking about, because we're all in fucking quarantine, so nothing to do. I was thinking about this further, and I came to the conclusion: the Galaxy Quest is the best of the Next Generation movies.
It is. It really is.
Like, and I don't think that's arguable. Galaxy Quest is a better Next Generation movie than most of the Next Generation movies.
Yep.
Even if you just change the plot, because that's totally a plot that would happen in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like, that's totally a Star Trek episode. They saved whales in the movie. They saved the whales. There was the episode in, there was that one episode with the Robin Hood episode, which they play every time.
I am not a merry man.
If every time you're in a hotel, you'll see that episode playing. I swear to fucking God, every time I've been in a hotel. If I scroll the channel long enough, Star Trek will be on, but it will be that episode.
Achtung!
Alright, I'm gonna bring my paratroopers. Actually, I want more paratroopers.
Hey, John, do you think you could start maybe para-dropping onto some of these islands?
I'm gonna paradrop into Japan.
Maybe you should wait until I can... But if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
Ihre Befehle? Zuhören!
So today, I'd say was an incredibly successful session. I have finally conquered my arch nemesis.
Estonia finally gave in, as they absolutely should have.
Yeah, so if we can just keep those guys pinned up there, I could probably get them encircled.
Alright,
I
I'm
don't
working
think
on
they
it.
left any garrison here. If only we could get Ma without fighting.
Just gotta be ready for when we wanna attack them.
Yeah.
Angetreten.
Since we're gonna be fighting both Britain, France, Canada, and the U.S. at the same time, I say we should probably try and clean up as many unaligned people first as we can.
Yeah.
Bereit.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Thanks. Man, they are,
We're gonna leave out France for a little while.
Bereit.
I'm able to work on North Africa. Honestly, I don't know if we should even try working with, like, trying to invade Africa at all, because
I don't know. Maybe we can get North Africa.
I might go for, like, you know, the, like, very North Africa, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth it to just keep going down and down.
Well, most of Africa is in the Allies, but North Africa. So we
No,
could
no,
probably
North Africa, they're post-colonial possessions of,
No, Steve, take a look at the factions.
let me see. Yeah, so Algeria, Morocco, the area, Niger.
Yeah, so North Africa's
that
probably
area,
fair
yeah.
game.
Well, yeah, everything but Egypt. Egypt, we do not want to touch. Not yet.
how are you doing on guns, Chris?
I need about 5,000.
Gotcha.
which means it's much better than what it used to be. I needed about 40,000.
Hmm.
Ihre Befehle?
Oh yeah, you are just looping around there. Nice.
Yep.
That's probably why I couldn't actually attack, because the place that I told them to attack was already taken by you. They are holding the fort pretty well.
That's fine. We just want to keep them pinned there until I cut them. Actually, I think they're out of supplies.
Yeah, they are.
Suchen Deckung.
Okey-dokey.
Angetreten.
Well, at least China can pass through Mongolia.
Befehle.
Normally it's the other way around.
Befehle.
So do you guys want to be able to call it here, or would you want to go on for a couple minutes to
Pretty
finish
soon?
stuff up?
Yeah, I think if we just take up these islands, then we can start setting up our invasion of Japan for next time.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
So it's literally
Yeah,
3 tiles.
Yeah. No, I think that I should be able to help out with for sure.
Please
At
do.
least soon.
Yeah, I'm building some ports along my eastern coast. So, and I did take the one in Sakhalin. So we've got some nice places that we can start from. And since we have the US's Pacific, should be Granted, the U.S. Army is not helping.
And Mexico's trying to take all of Latin America.
I'm 100% sure it's gonna backfire.
We need to take at least one of those Central American countries.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Like, taking Guatemala would be excellent. That's probably the best way we would be able to actually get into North America.
Guatemala and Panama.
Yeah.
We want to close the canal.
I love how the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is occupying most of Venezuela.
Greece is occupying part of Peru.
Ugh.
Achtung!
Okay, so Colin should be ours now.
Alright. I like how the Guangxi clique has just kind of stood there and done nothing this whole time.
Yeah, they're the richest nation in China, so they don't. But Steve's colony is going to make a great place against them.
Yeah.
In Macau?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great launching off point if they'd launch. They're taking their time. Come on, guys. Two days away. Okay. Might actually get a naval invasion in before the sun.
Alright, let's at least see if that happens.
Befehle?
And once we take this, Japan may call for a white peace, but if we want to accept it, though, that's the question.
I mean, I would not expect Taiwan to be taken.
No, I mean, this nubbin that they occupy in Russia.
I don't think they're going to call for it, though.
I don't think we want it.
No, we can. I think we can break through.
Yeah, won't be that hard. Get into Busan. Busan into Ryukyu, or Kyushu, sorry.
Befehle!
Not that tough.
Ausrücken! Achtung!
Yep, we got it.
Cool. And you really did bring your entire army over here.
Yeah, I brought my whole army. I did that last time, probably as it was falling asleep, which is why I brought my whole army over there. But yeah, no, when I said I literally brought my whole army over there, I wasn't using literally figuratively. I meant that literally.
It was not
Brought my
figuratively
whole army
literal.
over there.
Maybe a good idea for you to make an airport in Macau.
I actually have been thinking about that. I'm right now. What I'm working on tech wise is getting the jet fighters and bombers.
It's kind of more important that you actually have your.
About this, and
It's more
The
important that you.
jetpack bomber is really good.
they're both really good. I mean, that's one of the main things I'm looking at.
It's more
Also,
important that you actually have a place for your planes to attack from, rather than just having super good planes. Like right now.
No, that's definitely true as well. I agree with that.
So are we done for today?
Probably. I don't know if his invasion is gonna.
Yeah, let's put this off. Let's see. Let's see where they're at. I mean, they're
hold on.
basically ready
Oh.
to go, but I'd rather than not. I'd rather start that with next one. Kind of shore it up, see if I can make anything happen to make it more likely to succeed.
Yeah, the Japanese fleet is being annoying. I think they're blocking your invasion.
They're not.
Okay,
blocking the
well-
invasion. I can get there so far as I can see. Maybe. Well, yeah, I see what you mean. They have like a fleet over there. It's kind of.
Yeah, it's got an
I think
aircraft
they can
carrier.
make it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'd prefer that be gone before my invasion goes, and
Ihre Befehle.
but if not, we can try to sneak by.
Okay, well, I think I gotta call it here.
Okay.
Oh, that's, no, I'm tired, and I've been waking up at like 5 o'clock recently, so in the morning.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you guys want to ever do like just meet up on Discord in the middle of the week.
Yeah, and I asked you about. It would be cool if we could get 4 people to play Borderlands, but we'd all have to get. Like,
I don't have
Yeah.
Borderlands. And okay,
I'll talk to you about that later, John.
Okay.
See you guys.
Bye.
all right, yeah.
Yeah. Just because I have an extra copy that I could give you, but
I don't have an Xbox.
no, I mean like for PC.
Oh, okay. Can you
But
play
also,
cross?
Chris only has it on Xbox, so like
Right.
I don't know.
The whole, okay. Yeah. So you have it on PC then?
Yeah, Xbox and PC.
Okay.
I don't know. Somehow
Yeah.
I got the first one either for free or really cheap. I don't even remember. It was a while ago.
I was gonna recommend. I don't know how much it costs right now. It's probably pretty cheap. It was an early access game, but I would recommend Empyrean Galactic Survival as a co-op game.
Do I have that? Sounds familiar.
It's really good. Yeah, I think it's. Empyrean Galactic.
How do you spell it?
Empyrion. It's the most nerdy sounding name possible.
EMPERYION?
No. EMPYRION. Like Empire. but with a Y.
YRION.
Empyrean.
EMPYI.
EMPYRION.
Okay, I do not have it. I know I've heard of it though.
It's really good. It's essentially a survival game with a Minecrafty aspect, but also with a spaceship aspect, but also I mean, I've made ships. They don't look like Minecraft ships. And it's not like super complicated either. It's not like, oh, you need to fucking have a degree in physics to get your ship to fly. Which, there's a place for that sort of game.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, but yeah, no, it's a really good game. Co-op, it's like first-person survival aspect. Build a base, build a spaceship. You can spawn a spaceship someone else made by getting the resources, or you can build one from scratch yourself, block by block, piece by piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun game. It's a really good game for co-op, though, because you're constantly, at least for the first part of the game, being hit with new problems to solve.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have food here or there. Okay, gotta solve that problem. How are we gonna get from this location to this location? Oh, night setting. You know, that sort of thing, and it works really well for a co-op game. It's fun as single player as well. It's very fun, but I played it with a few people before, and it is very fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm gonna head out.
Okay, cool. All right, you have a good night, dude.
Hey, good night, John. Take it easy.
You too.
Try to not be too stressed out during the weirdness
Yeah,
that is.
that's not really the part that's stressing me out. But, you know, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I know. I understand. The stress is coming from other places, generally.
Yeah.
Politically, I feel like
Yeah, that's part of it.
I'm like under an extreme amount of stress right now.
Yeah.
So, John, are you with me at this point that the Democratic Party should get rid of Biden?
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
awful.
he has to go.
Like, ugh. Terrible.
He has to go. It's blowing. Like, this is just insane. The fact that, like, yeah, you know, like 2 months ago, it was like, yeah, replace him.
Yeah,
It's
it
like that'd be
sucks.
kind of weird. But no, it's like this is like, you know, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta get rid of him. They can't run him against some Trump.
No, like literally anyone else. Literally anyone.
else. Like, the only person I can think of that, like, I wouldn't put that to is Bloomberg. But other than
Oh,
that,
yeah, he's
like,
not a
literally
Democrat.
anyone else.
Like he's
Just
not
get anyone.
even politically.
He's not Biden.
Yeah.
Get Cory Booker up there. Get anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know. This is just hard.
It's man, man. It's like a real lesser of two evils. Like, I felt that way to some degree with Hillary Clinton, but
Yeah.
but this is literally the lesser of two evils. It's not even. It's not even.
was
Oh,
really-
I don't. yeah.
I was really angry when I went to vote for Hillary Clinton. I was like, oh, fine.
Now it's actually
But
like
I was like, but I
a
was
moral
like,
imperative.
With Clinton again, you know, it's like there are many things I dislike about Hillary Clinton, but she's a smart person who like really knows her shit. At least there's that. Like,
How's it going,
you
Poop?
can't think. Oh, this is a nightmare. I mean, I literally any of the other candidates.
Yep.
Any of them, except for Bloomberg. Again,
Yep.
you know, I feel like it's almost like it's not almost worth saying.
Yeah.
But still, like, except for Bloomberg, I might, like, you know, at the end of the day, as much as I really have an issue with it, I feel like in this situation, I am going to vote for Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but if it was Bloomberg, I might not.
Yeah.
I might just fuck it. Like, you know, he's just awful. But and Biden, to a large extent, is too.
Yeah, I
But-
mean, it's like, I honestly am having some consideration of, like, I mean, it hurts me to even say that I wouldn't vote for Biden. Because, like,
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
because when
I
it comes down to
understand.
lesser of two evils, yeah. It's like, I mean, because it really just feels like you're not any better than the people that make excuses for Trump. Because you really are just
Well,
making
yeah.
excuses for Biden.
Yeah, no, and it's exactly the thing. I think that's, you know, it's like we're trying to talk to people about this, where they're like, but you get it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's not an
Yeah.
issue about like, yeah, I want Trump to be fucking gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
Really true. The thing is that, I mean, first of all, I'm not even getting into the idea of whether Biden would be better or worse than Trump. I don't want to, like, whatever. Is Biden going to win against Trump?
Yeah, that's another thing.
His base doesn't give a shit about any of those things. I guess maybe Biden's base doesn't either. I get, fuck, I don't know anymore. Because some of the defenses I've been seeing are so fucking, like, insane that it's,
Yeah.
Again, like, I've been seeing defenses for Biden's behavior, which are easily, could have come from the Tea Party.
Yeah.
And it's fucking crazy. And, like, I don't understand how the Democratic Party, like, at least, like, the part of it that's, like, the think tanky part of it,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't have to deal with the public all the time, isn't, like, clicking in their head, like, oh, this is gonna be fucking a disaster. Like, there's no way this is gonna go well.
Yeah. Like, oh, wow, I mean, the numbers here, generally speaking, not good. Like, you'd think. If we're gonna put the American, put the mindset of, like, okay, these things bad, maybe people won't like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe the calculus is somehow like, okay, moderate, better than liberal? You gotta appeal to those suburban voters.
So there was a really interesting thing that happened. And so Justin Amash is running for president. He's like the most right-wing. He's extremely right-wing. Anyway, a bunch of Democrats got really mad.
Mm-hmm.
That he was drawing votes away from Trump. Or away from
Biden?
And I suddenly, like, again, a lot of people, you can't really judge someone's, like, actual politics based on what party affiliation they are, that sort of thing. Like, people's politics are all over the place. But, that there was, like, a freak out about Justin Amash, a libertarian.
Yeah.
Running for president, that he'd draw away voters from Biden is really weird and odd.
Yeah.
And also, like, saying everything, like, none of those people were going to go vote for Biden no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. None of them were going to vote for Biden. People who are going to vote for Justin Amash are not going to vote for Biden. It's not a matter of, I've met Trump voters. Like, a lot of them are just, like, they're not going to vote for Biden.
Yeah.
Ever.
The calculus
Ever.
is like... Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to appeal to. I don't know. I'm gonna head off.
Yeah. But maybe the calculus in their head is that, okay, so Trump is so bad, we can get the conservative voters. Or something.
I honestly think it's part of their strategy.
That's why they want... I mean, that's why Obama chose Biden as his running mate, is because he's a conservative Democrat.
A conservative Democrat, and that makes sense for
At very
Biden
least compared to the more liberal edge of it.
It doesn't really make sense for running a presidential candidate, but, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, his VP pick's gonna make a difference.
It is.
But,
it absolutely is.
I think he's gonna pick a bad VP.
Probably.
I just have been he's been talking about, like, there was a thing about, like, Warren being VP and how she was, like, receptive to the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, like, Biden's campaign was like, oh, she's a little bit too divisive. And it's like, okay, you're already done. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
yeah, it's like she's the divisive one here. She hasn't assaulted anyone.
Right.
It's like, I guess it really says something about the place that we're at least in the minds of some people, that it's like making a like the whole claiming Native American descent thing. Yeah, it's problematic, but at least she didn't assault someone. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's where the
right.
calculus is that being potentially racist is worse than being potentially a rapist.
No, I think because here's the thing, they're so fucked up. I think really the thing is that, Biden's donors are saying, oh yeah, she's someone who, a lot of Americans, to left. I think that's really what it is, honestly.
When it comes to that.
Stupid. I really do just think they're stupid. Like, it's at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I wish I could be more cynical than that, but like, just looking at what they're doing right now, it's really hard to come to a conclusion. I think they're just dumb. Like,
yeah.
This is just sad and dumb, and I mean, there's so many ways you can think of this could have gone a little bit better. Just a little bit. Like, that there could have been, like, some way of... It's like, yeah, Jesus. Oh, I don't know. I'm interested in the political landscape. I'm, like, trying to create a bubble shield around myself. Like, an emotional shield. To not let it affect me in any way.
Yeah.
Like a Zen bubble. Because it's gonna get fucking weird, now that Biden's the nominee.
Yeah, I mean...
If it was anybody else...
No one else has this kind of baggage.
Nobody else... Literally nobody... I can't think of any Democratic politician that would run for president that has this kind of baggage. I mean, again, like, you compare Biden to Clinton. Clinton was in a way better position.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like just amazes me that people think that Joe Biden is a more quote-unquote electable candidate.
Yeah.
And it's like, what about Biden makes him in any way better than Hillary Clinton?
Like, at that point, you really have to say that electability
is it, yeah.
Like, it just you're basically just saying, oh, he's more electable because he's male. Because
part of it,
he does not have any benefit over Hillary Clinton as a candidate. Joe Biden, no, she was a better candidate. I don't understand how anybody could possibly be like,
maybe
he has a better chance this time. Like, okay,
maybe it's like an ideological self-hatred that the Democratic Party has. That it's like that they think that like every white American is like somehow hyper-conservative, and you have to appeal to some sort of hyper-conservatism.
Some hyper-conservative, like, white American stereotype.
Yeah.
And it seems like it. I don't know.
While still also keeping to a perceived female minority base. But that base could never win them the election on its own.
Base, like hypothetical female minority base, which is rapidly sold out when necessary.
Yeah. It's like, they just gotta wonder, it's like, then how did Obama win? Did they really think that it's
again,
like...
They ignore that entirely.
Yeah. It's like he was perceived as the most liberal candidate in, like, since... Like, what would it have been?
I mean, he won, but,
yeah. And it's not like McCain was a bad candidate for the Republicans, as far as the Republican candidate goes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a pretty typical Republican candidate.
If anything, by what the Republican Party has become, a more reasonable one. But I don't know.
To an extent, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd say to an extent. I mean, depends on the issue. I think with a lot of...
Yeah, maybe he was just so tied...
With the Republican Party, it's hard to even compare it to anything, because it's not really even a political party. You know, it's a very weird political organization.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, the Democratic Party is too. Somebody was saying, there was a tweet, and there was a guy who was saying, you know, there's a standard, like, idea in journalism that the Republican Party isn't, like, a real political party.
Mm-hmm.
That it's kind of like an anomaly. And he was saying, but when you think about it, the GOP is pretty much just a political party. It tries to win elections.
Yeah.
And Democratic Party, to a large extent, it's like a collection of like consultants. They're not trying to win elections, they're trying to get more consultant jobs. And if you look at like national politics, less so in like, you know, local politics, but that is sort of the thing. Like there's so many like these like weird parasitic consultants, like Democratic operatives. So like, where the fuck did they come from? Who are these people telling us things on the news that aren't like they're not like experts or anything. They're just
there's people that
who are vaguely associated with the Democratic Party.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna.
And they're wrong generally. So it's like Democrats. Stop.
It's such a weird party.
It is. It's so strange.
It's like
it's gotten a lot weirder.
It's like there's a perceived. It's like no one hates the Democrats more than the Democrats.
No. It's the most self-hating party that exists. I mean, even like voter-wise, I never see Republican voters shitting on other voters for not voting for Democrats. I mean, voting for Republicans. But Democrats, we like, and I've done this too. Like, oh, you didn't vote?
Yeah.
I've never heard a Republican say that.
I mean, because generally Republicans win when fewer people vote.
They win.
I mean, and that's a general thing. Of course, they need votes to win, but...
We need votes to win. They don't. They need less. So, you know, again, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna head off.
Okay. Good talking with you, dude.
But yeah, good talking to you, man.
Yeah.
If you want to talk over, you know, the week or whatever, you know, let me know. I'm
yeah, we'll do.
basically free, mostly in a trance half the time now.
I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys still on?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be heading out, but we were finishing up a conversation about politics in the week, which, you know, that is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna be heading out, so I'll talk to you both later. If you want to catch up during the week, let me know. I'll hit you up too if I wake up from my trance. I assume that I'm going to be in a hibernation state for at least 2 days during this week, so...
Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later, guys.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye.
You guys have a good one.
You too. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick break. I don't know, we'll see how long quick is. But I'll be back. I think I'm going to play some Pokemon Ruby. Really, I'm feeling this one right now. So, it'll just be a little bit. Bye. Don't go nowhere if you're new. Follow channel. Bye. Hold on. Oh, and yeah, no, not furry. Poop. Yeah, hi again, by the way. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I get you. American politics is so weird. And thanks to the happy birthday wish. I'll be back in a little bit with Pokemon. So don't leave me, please. Don't leave me.